Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 12. So let's continue our topic, that was chapter number 8, electrostatics. Now, in the previous video lecture, we have seen the relation between electric field and electric potential, and finally we had derived the derivation for the same, that electric field, which is E, capital E, is equal to negative of dV upon dx, where V is nothing but electric potential and x is nothing but the distance or displacement. So this was the relation between electric field and electric potential. Now, today we have to study electric potential due to a point charge. Now, here electric potential due to a point charge, then electric potential due to a dipole, and electric potential due to a system of charges. Here we are having 3 points. So in today's lecture we will discuss only the point number 1, that is electric potential due to a point charge. So first we have to consider a diagram. So this is the diagram. Here we shall derive an expression for electrostatics potential due to a point charge. Now this diagram shows a point charge plus Q located at point O. As you can see here, this is the point O, this is point O, and a positive Q charge is located here. We need to determine its potential at A. So this is point A, you can see, at a distance of R. See the distance of the distance of this point A from this origin O is nothing but small r from it. So as seen here, the electric potential at point A is the amount of work done per unit positive charge. Okay, we had already seen the definition of electric potential. So work done per unit positive charge, which is displaced from infinity to point A. Okay, we had already seen the definition of the electric potential, that is the required work done to bring a charge from infinity to their present location. Okay, so the amount of energy, this is nothing but called as electric potential. So this work done, so basically work done, the amount of work done per unit positive charge which is displaced from infinity to this point A. Okay, so this is the, so as the work done is independent of the path, we choose a convenient path along the line extending OA to infinity. Okay, so let M, this M, be an intermediate point on this path where OM, see this O to M, so it is nothing but equivalent to X. The distance of this point M from the origin O, it is nothing but X. The electrostatic force on a unit positive charge at M is of magnitude C. Electrostatics force, we had already studied this in standard 11, Coulomb's law. So what was the Coulomb's law? So basically the electrostatics force, according to that, F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon x square. Okay, so this is the electrostatics force on a unit positive charge. So it is directed away from O along OM for infinitesimal displacement dx from M to n, as you can see in this diagram. See this. So this force is nothing but opposite, and the displacement for this is, it is nothing but dx, because it is a small displacement. So the amount of work done is given by, so basically work done is what? Basically work done is the force into displacement. So if you observe here, force is what? See, the direction of the field is like this, but force point charge is m to n. That means the direction of the force is what? Opposite. See this direction. Yes. So what we will say that the work done, see this is a small displacement dx, so work done will also be small. So first of all, label this force, electrostatic force, as equation number 1. So the amount of work done is given by dw is equal to minus of f dot dx. The negative sign appears as the displacement is directed opposite to that of the force. Therefore, the work done in displacing the unit positive charge from infinity to point A is given by, so basically work done is what? So finally W, see dW is what? Minus of f dot dx. So basically the overall work done will be what? Integration of minus of f dot dx with the limit of infinity to the present location r. Okay, so finally, as we are already having force, see the equation number 1. So instead of that f, what we can write? Minus will remain same. Instead of f, we can write equation number 1, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon x square dot dx. Dx will remain same, that is the displacement. So the, what is the constant here? See, minus q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this is all are the constant, because q is the charge, 4 is a digit, pi is a constant, epsilon naught itself is a constant, which is 8.8 into 10 raised to minus 12. What is the remaining thing in integration part? It will be x raised to minus 2 dot dx. Now why minus 2? See the equation, previous equation, see the last equation, q upon x square. X square is in the denominator, when you take it into the numerator, so it will have the negative sign, that is the power is what? Plus 2. So when it will come to the numerator, so it will be minus 2. So what is the remaining part in the integration? That is x raised to minus 2 dot dx with the limit of infinity to r. So let's apply the integration. So when we apply this integration, so it will be minus q upon 4 pi epsilon naught will remain same. When we applied integration to this, so it will be what? Minus 1 upon x with the limit of infinity to r. So basically, since we are having integration of x raised to minus 2 is what? Minus of 1 upon x. When you apply the integration formula, so you will have this. So finally what we can, when we apply the limit is what? Upper limit is r, lower limit is infinity. So when you apply the limit to this, so finally we will have q upon 4 pi epsilon naught in the bracket 1 upon r minus 1 upon infinity. Now see, minus sign will cancel each other, it will become positive. And how we apply this limit? See, always a limit is what? When we apply the limit, how we are going to apply the limit? That is higher limit minus lower limit. So instead of x, what we can put? We can put the limit. First of all, instead of x, what we can put? We can put the upper limit, that is 1 upon r minus 1 upon infinity. Okay, so therefore since 1 upon infinity itself is what? 0. So finally what we can have, see this all at the left hand side, what we are having? We are having the work done. So finally we can say that W itself is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. So this is the work done. By definition, this is the electrostatics potential at A due to charge Q. So label this as equation number 3. So now see, electrostatics potential. Yes, By definition, this work done is nothing but the electrostatic potential. So therefore we can write that V is equal to W, and finally W is nothing but Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R. A positively charged particle produces a positive electric potential, and a negatively charged particle produces a negative electric potential. So at R is equal to infinity, so V is equal to Q upon infinity, that is what, 0. This shows that the electrostatics potential is 0 at infinity. And the equation number 4 shows that for any point at a distance r from the point charge Q, the value of V, that is the electric potential, is the same and is independent of the direction of r. Hence, electrostatics potential due to a single charge is spherically symmetric. So this is all regarding the equation number 4. Now, this graph shows how electric potential, that is V, is directly proportional to 1 upon R, and electric field, that is E, is directly proportional to, is inversely proportional to R square, and V is inversely proportional to R, vary with R, the distance from the charge. Okay, so this graph, you can see this graph. Where this dotted line is the potential, it is the potential, electric potential, this dotted, and this black one is the electric field. So you can see here, V is inversely proportional to 1 upon R, and electric field is inversely proportional to R square. See this. So this shows how electric potential and electric field vary with R, that is distance. So let's stop here. Inshallah, in the next video lecture, we will see the rest of the points, that is electric potential due to electric potential due to a dipole and electric potential due to a system of charges.